Check 1, 2. Mic, check. Hello. Can you hear us, Blake? Blake, can you hear us? Hello. Check, 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 check. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check, 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 check. We good? All right, folks, we are going live right now with our preview. For you guys that are in the back and want to come up front, we're going to start this preview. Guys, thanks for coming. For you guys, for the first time that some of you have been here, we got refreshments in the back. We're going to have a meal after we get done doing this preview. We're going to go through this preview as fast as we can. Myself and Austin Langemeyer are going to talk to pigs. We're going to get them in here and roll them through. So if you have any questions after the preview is over, go back, find the breeders, ask them questions. If you're online right now watching, by all means call the people that have the consignments, call the breeders, ask them questions. We have live bidding through CCI Live. We also have the live stream preview through CCI Live. If you need those links, let us know. We can get you those links. We've had some people asking about paying with credit cards. If you want to pay with credit cards, you can buy online through CCI Live, and then they will actually bill you, and you can pay through CCI Live with a credit card, and they'll reimburse us. So go ahead, Micah. I don't know where you guys are at. Looks like they're coming up. Let's get this thing started, folks. Cody Burt, nice. All right, folks. We're going to start off this preview here. The first group going to be in is Micah Harmison, Luke Greiner, Amos Greiner, First Take Genetics. These guys are out of Southeast Iowa. These guys do a fantastic job year in and year out, putting hogs in the top 5 at the state fair. They do a really, really nice job raising just high-quality show pigs that go on and feed and win at the highest levels. Mike is actually flying out here to go to San Antonio. He's got a good one down there that's going to be showing here next week. The barrow that Mike has got down there in San Antonio, how many times have you been grand now, Micah? 9 times grand. He's only been beat 1 time. I actually got to judge a 400-head jackpot show down there and use that barrow to win. He will be a player next week at the second wave at San Antonio. This barrow here that Mike is on, lot 6, is his leadoff barrow, and he is out of the same sow as the Wagner barrow that's down in Texas.
First pair in the ring here for First Take. The blue hipped one is lot 6. The blue belted one is lot 36. They're both 17-liter pigs. Their pedigrees read Platinum Roll Call. Your leadoff barrow here for First Take is one that I think just reads really 3-dimensional, great in terms of his proportions. That's a heads-up type of a pig with a really good running gear underneath. That thing is so round in his rib cage and big in his back. I think that thing is just showing you that he's ready. That hog checks a lot of boxes, and I think is very, very high quality. His smaller brother there, that lot 36, probably a little wilder looking about his front 1/3. That's a heads-up, awesome fronted one, tall at the point of his shoulder, got a great hip and hind leg in him. Maybe just a little bit greener in terms of his rib cage and his muscle right now, but I tell you what, you study this pair from the ground up, they're correct, they're good looking, they've got shape, and they look like they're going to feed and be a hell of a lot of fun. So, pair of them here, tag 6, the blue hip, lot 6, the blue hipped one, blue belted one, lot 36. Next in the ring, we've got lot 37 and then lot 61 and 62. Mike is on 37 boar pig there. That's a Fear Not, Say It. We'll just start with talking about him. You want to talk about the right kind of show barrow proportions. That thing is short-bodied. He's got a good look ahead of his blade. That's a big, big-legged pig. that's just not only trendy in terms of his kind, but I think just really fundamental as you study him in his lower joint work. I love the roll and the roundness to his rib cage, the length to his rump relative to his length of body. That pig's probably more of a middleweight type of a hog in terms of how he feeds. But I tell you what, that thing is really, really neat in how he's put together. Still has a tremendous hip and hind leg in him. Right in the center of the ring here is lot 61. We got a pair of gilts here, 61 and 62. Those two gilts, I guess, yeah, they're both 19 litters. Fear not, say it's as well. That 61 would be the wider belted one there to my far right. But another gilt that I think's got some versatility to not only show in the breeding ring, but potentially market as well. You talk about a three-dimensional, big-chested, round-bodied type of a gilt that still balances up really nicely from the side. She's got a sweet color pattern to go along with it. Just love the broad, dense kind of a look that she offers, and she still carries it very comfortably. Yeah, no doubt. 62, litter mate there. She's kind of the off-belted one. Maybe not as progressed in terms of her shape relative to her sister right now, but I think if you study her skeleton, you study her body shape, study how she's put together, I think those are two peas in a pod just in terms of how they're put together and how they operate. You know, those two gilts are towards the bottom of the sale, and so take advantage of that potentially if the opportunity comes. I think a tremendous pair of gilts and a really neat-looking male pig. Again, male pig is lot 37. The wider belted gilt over there is 61. The off-belted gilt in the center of the ring is lot 62. In the ring now, we've got lots 17 and 38. The calico gilt, lot 17. She's a romp, shock and awe. Be the leadoff gilt here for first take. That's another one that's just really impressive as she drives right at you, just in terms of her blade shape and her width of chest. Really, really impressive in terms of her shape and the spread and roundness to her body. And that's another gilt that's got the right kind of curvature, but still comes to you with a really neat presence from the side. You tie all that together with a really fun color package. Lot 17 over there that Mike is on. The little guy there is lot 38. He's a platinum affliction. I actually saw this guy, I saw their set of pigs about a week ago, and this dude's made just incredible strides. And I just think that this one's going to be really fun to feed. That dude is wild looking, about his front 1/3. Got a tremendous hip and hind leg in him. That hog just reads bulletproof in terms of his feeding ability. I love that thing's color pattern to go along with it as well. That one's maybe just a little bit greener in his shape today, but if you can read just a little bit of future into what that guy's going to turn into, I think that's going to make one really fun project for somebody who gets him today. So again, the gilt, calico gilt there, she's lot 17. Calico kind of belted male there is lot 38.
All right, folks, the next crew we got coming in here is the Minders crew up in northern Iowa there. Hayden going to be driving lot 7 coming in. These boys are doing a really, really nice job in terms of putting show pigs together. They have a sow base right now that is good as anything in the state of Iowa right now. Those guys are doing a really good job putting together show barrows out of that little herd that they put together. This lot 7, guys, look in here. You talk about one that is absolutely stout and burly and is out of one of the hottest boars in the country right now, the Moyer boar that's at a premium blend called Leadoff. Leadoff has been winning shows all over the country right now, and this one goes back to a very kind of special sow base and sow family these kids are working with. You guys want to be competitive come state fair time, county fair time. This is one you really need to have on your short list here.
Like Eric said, the belted male pig, lot 7, lead off, my speed. The calico gilt, she's lot 18. Her pedigree reads hang tight, backwoods. Just to reiterate a little bit of what Eric said, This male pig here, I mean, he's about as impressive as any of them, just in terms of his foot and his feature. Just really rugged and stout and powerful in his kind. I still think he balances up really well. Probably as good of a pig as the Minder boys have put together to this point. I think just take advantage of the opportunity to feed one that looks like that. The Calico Gilt is out of that hang tight boar, and those pigs have fed just tremendously well in the last 12 to 18 months. I mean, they start out looking the part as baby pigs. They get stouter. They just get so impressive as big ones. We've had the chance to feed a few of them ourselves. That gilt right there, I think, has got some versatility based on how you feed her to hit the breeding ring or the market ring. Another one with a really fun color pattern to go along with it. So again, belted male pig, lot 7, Calico Gilt, lot 18. In the ring now for Reminders Livestock, we've got tags or lots 39, 40, and 63. 39 and 40, I guess I'll start with 39. So 39 would be that belted male pig there. His pedigree reads lead off my speed. He'd be a litter mate to the lead off pig that they've got in lot number 7. 40 would be kind of the target hipped black headed one there. His pedigree reads hang tight backwoods, so a mate to the Calico. And then 63 would be the gilt there. She's a stone cold, no intro. I guess just in terms of talking them, Hayden there in the blue and gray hat, the belted male pig, he's another one that I think's a lot like his brother, just in terms of his spread and his roll. Great proportions, really good in terms of his foot quality. I think that one does a lot of the right things and really emulates how good and deep that litter has been for him. That lot 40, the target hipped one, you want to talk about a short-bodied, chubby one that's got a neat look ahead of his blade, tall at the point of his shoulder, level out through his hip. I think everything just fits together really good. I saw these pigs probably 12 days ago, and I would tell you that one's maybe made as much progress as any of them. Really, really like that pair of male pigs. And then the lot 63 gilt here, just really trendy and really good looking out there ahead of her blade, tall at the point of her shoulder. She's got good shape and good spread to go along with it. She's one that I think is going to be eye-catching when she comes into the ring and is driving right at you, and really impressive as she crosses you. I think that's a really trendy, fun-looking type of a gilt there as well. So belted male pig, 39, target hipped 140, belted gilt, lot 63.
All right, the next consignor coming in, folks, is our firm, Polish Show Pigs. Caitlin's going to be driving in here, our lot 49. We've ended up bringing 13 down here. And this is a set, I think, we put a lot of emphasis on how these things are going to feed and kind of their end point. Not so much as being high sale averages right now, but we want hogs that are going to go feed and be easy feeders for people. That's the set I feel like we brought you. Good feet and legs, a little bit bigger, a little bit greener than some right now, but just feed these guys and feel confident in where they're going to land here at the end of the summer.
Lot 49, easy does it, my intentions. I think if you just study that guy in terms of how he comes at you and how he goes away, just so fault-free in his skeleton, good looking. He's got shape, and I think everything's there. Whether you're a novice with the feed bucket or an expert, I think you could turn this one into an awfully fun critter, whether you're trying to hit him for county fair or beyond that. But a very, very nice pig here in lot 49, belted barrel.
And for those of you not familiar with some of these boars we were using, Easy Does It was a litter or was a full sib actually to the Grand Barrow at Iowa that was shown in 24 by Mara White. He is actually out of the same sow as Mara's Barrow last summer that went through and kind of dominated the Iowa Jackpot Series, ended up 5th overall there at State Fair. Easy Does It would be out of that same sow as Mara's Barrow from last year and would be a full sib to the Grand Barrow in 2024. The next set we brought you in here, folks. These are all sired by Ping. Ping is a boar we kept last year. It's a driving force son back on our day drinking sow. Be out of the same sow that the new herd sire we're using pretty heavy right now that we call Easy Rider. All three of these are sired by Ping. Ping is one that we knew we were going to use him. We put him up. We just put him in the boar barn. We didn't picture him. We really didn't advertise him because we didn't want to really sell too many doses of semen because we're going to use him pretty hard. We like our Pings. We wish we would have bred the whole farm to him. These are three of them here, folks, that you're going to see some more coming in here, but this is a boar we're going to use a lot harder moving forward.
I guess we'll start with lot 24 over there closest to the camera. I think within this trio, I would say just generally speaking, really consistent. And I think you can see that from their sire, that he kind of stamps the look and the kind that he's going to produce and how they're going to feed. That lot 24, he's probably as sharp looking as any of them ahead of his blade. Got a tremendous turn to his rib cage, big shape about his loin edge, and got a really neat design about his hip and hind leg. I think that pig brings some fun pieces to the table within the trio that's in the ring right now. Lot 51 there would be the wide belted one. That's another one that I think just in terms of the shape of his body and the length of his body, that dude fits together from a balance perspective as good as any of them. Really sharp looking ahead of his blade. Really good in terms of his feet and legs as you study him to the ground. Lot 53 is the one coming here towards the center of the ring. He's probably the stoutest skulled one of the three that are out here. A hog that's just tremendous in terms of the shape of his rib cage. Got an awesome hip and hind leg in him as well. Maybe reads just a shot more moderate in terms of his frame relative to the other two, but I think a really nice trio out here. Again, Jack, there's on lot 24. We've got lot 51 over here to my left, and then we've got lot 53 in the center of the ring. A really nice trio of belted male pigs here from Pullet Show Pigs.
And for those of you that follow us, we've been advertising a new boar we call Hairball. The 18 litters, which would be 24 and 51, would be out of the same dam as Hairball, out of Hairball's mom. That's a My-Speed gilt that was reserve overall at Winnesheek County a couple years ago for Carson Waymark and his family. We've got three more coming in here. A 52. That would be a 19. That would be another Ping. That one would be a full sib to these 20 litters you're going to see here in a little bit, which is our leadoff barrow and leadoff gilts. Those would be the 20s and 19s would be out of a picture perfect dam. That sow would be a litter mate to the boar that was at Premium Blend Genetics that they called Perfect World. The 19s and 20s, both their moms were litter mates to Perfect World. The 22 litter barrow and the 26s, both of those things are Stone Colds. Stone Cold is the boar at Premium Blend Genetics that was a $140,000 boar they picked up from True Genetics. The mother of these two barrows, guys, is special to us. That's an old Nomad sow that was the mother of Cohen Crooks's Reserve Grand gilt at the All Iowa Showdown. And for you guys that followed that, she won Dallas County here. She won the Heartland Showdown. She was reserve overall at the All Iowa Showdown, and then she went up to Austin, Minnesota to the CPS National Barrow Show, and she won that show as well. Those are the only 4 times she was showed. Couldn't show at State Fair because that was Cohen's first year in 4-H, and unfortunately we didn't have the chance to take her down there. But these 15s to us are out of one of our very, very best sows.
Lot 22 would be the belted male pig here in the center of the ring. Just as heavy duty and pliable and stout as any of them we've seen. I don't know if Eric got his sale order right. I think you're going to have options kind of all the way through the lineup here of what these things are looking like. That 22 to me is just really impressive in terms of being a 3-dimensional, burly, stout, powerful kind of a hog that's built really good about his hip and hind leg. Mate brother there, I believe, is the blue one, lot 26. You can see how good these blue ones pop on these green shavings if you've ever been to Des Moines. I think that's maybe something worth noting. That one is awesome looking ahead of his blade, tall at the point of his shoulder, got great shape of muscle, really impressive in terms of his rear view. I think that hog could be really fun to feed with just an awesome look out there through his front 1/3. And then the other one out here in the ring is this 52. And a male pig within this set, you study that guy going away. He's maybe as big in his pin set as any of them. one that's really impressive in terms of not only his height of shoulder, but his look up front, and still to be that good about his chest floor as he drives right at you. Just really good pigs. If you study fundamentals and you want pigs that are going to be predictable, that are going to feed, I would say you really need to pay attention to the set that's been driving in and out of the ring here. A really nice trio. So again, lot 22's in the center. Blue one over there is lot 26. The one closest to the block is lot 52.
All right, the next set coming in, folks, again, okay, we're going to bring all four of them in. These are the last four that we brought you. The black-headed one is lot 50. That one would be an Easy Does It back on a My-Speed. Those My-Speed sows are actually becoming very, very good sows for us. They're going to be key producers in our herd. He's kind of a spaz. We haven't worked with him a whole lot. He's just one that really came on here as of late, so we went ahead and brought him. The 12 would be our leadoff gilt, the one Dalton's on right here. That one is a ping as well. It'll be a litter mate to 23. Ping back on top of the other litter mate sister to Perfect World at Laird's. That pedigree reads picture perfect on the sow side. Back on top of one of our very good 12 litter sows. And for you guys that follow our program, the 12 litter sows have been keys in our big wins here in the past few summers. But again, we got 3 pings. The 27 would be a ping as well, back on top of our best old Nomad sow. So we got 3 pings and an Easy Does It in here.
We'll start with the gilt. Again, she's lot 12. I think that's a gilt that's got really good versatility. You want to talk about a broad-built, stout one that's got shape and still presence from the side. Yeah, that's a good-footed gilt that I think you could have fun with early and often if you're trying to hit a jackpot or two. But certainly one that I think you could have on either side of the ring, whether breeding or market, depending on how you want to feed her. Just study that thing coming at you and going away. That's a very impressive pig. The wide-belted male pig there is lot 27. That's one that I think just in terms of his proportions, his length of body relative to his length of hip, everything fits together really right there. A hog that's got a great look of balance from the side, and he still packs a punch when you get on him and study him going away from you. I think that's a very neat one there as well. This lot 23 that's closer to the block in the middle of the ring going that way, that's probably one that's just as good as you could ask him to be in terms of hip and hind leg function, just in terms of not only his skeletal build, but still having the right kind of shape of muscle, offering a good look, but a stout skull ahead of his blade. That's a heavy-duty, big-muscled, stout kind of a barrow that's awesome in terms of how he operates out of his hip and hind leg. And then we've got the black-headed one here, lot 50. He's probably the shortest-bodied, bulkiest one that we've seen from Eric's set. I think that's one that's just ultra impressive in terms of his rib cage. Everything fits together on him very good. That one's got a really neat look about his head shape and the look that he presents about his front 1/3. A good color pattern to kind of assemble that as well. So a really nice set of 4 of them out here. Again, the gilt in the center of the ring is lot number 12. Litter mate over there next to her would be lot 23. Lot 27 would be the wide belted barrow here that the young lady's driving. And then the black-headed one there is lot 50.
We've got our last 2 we're going to drop in the ring, and we've got lot 1 and lot 25, I believe. The 25 litter gilt would be another 15, which is the Stone Cold back on the mother of the All Iowa gilt from 2 summers ago. Big blue gilt. You guys want one that's going to be competitive in the ring right now, as well as going down the road to like State Fair. Those blues really do pop on the green shavings. I like that one a great deal. That one's tough for me to get to leave the place. Dalton's on lot 1 here. This is a barrow I think special to me. This is a ping back on Perfect World's littermate sister. You study this one, guys. This one to me just reads just correct. You know, last summer, about a year ago, the White family bought that barrel from us, and a lot of people looked at that barrel and thought, oh, just a little plainer fronted, just a little average in terms of muscle, just a little average in terms of width all the way through, and we all know what he ended up turning out to be like. I see this guy reading a lot like that barrel. A little plainer right now, but one that's just going to continue to get better each and every day.
Yeah, you study that belted male pig just in terms of the width between his eyes and the size of his feet, how he uses his hip and hind leg. He's got a big shaggy hair coat to go along with it. You want to talk about one that's just going to be burly and stout and opened up and just pack a punch every day. I'm not worried at all about what that thing's going to do and feed like, because I've seen those things come from this stage all the way up to their end point. I think that's the right kind in that lot 1 belted barrow. The 25 blue gilt, you want to talk about just a breeding gilt supreme just in terms of how you study him from the side. She's got an awesome head shape and a really neat look up front. You study the sweep and just the volume to her rib cage and through her center section. That gilt's three-dimensional. She's burly, she's got muscle, but still just looks like a lady when you get off and study her from the side. So a very nice pair to close up the Polish lineup here. Again, the belted male pig, lot 1. The blue gilt is lot 25.
All right, the next firm in, guys, does not need an introduction, especially when you start talking about the purebred world and how many wins and how many banners they've hung at the state fair in terms of the pure divisions. Ryan Morningstar brought us a really, really good set. You talk about ones that, guys, this is what the purebreds need to look like at this stage. They're a little smaller. They're ones you're not going to have to hold on. They're ones you can coast right into state fair. Ryan and Aaron have brought us a really, really nice set of pures here, plus a bonus cross gilt.
Towards the camera there, we've got lot number 8, the Berkshire male pig. Just in terms of skeletal quality and look out there ahead of his blade, the shape to his rib cage, and just being the perfect size to be able to feed on. They don't need any introduction, especially at the Iowa State Fair, for what they've been able to do in the Berkshire ring. Again, that Berkshire male pig is lot number 8. We've got lot number 19 here in the center, the crossbred gilt, one that's just really fancy out there through her front end, to be that stout about her skull and that neat about her neckline, to have that kind of shape to her body and still operate that way out of her hip and hind leg. Very nice crossbred gilt there in lot number 19. The Duroc gilt would be lot 41. Tremendous litter of pigs. I was there yesterday to see them. This girl here is just about as wild looking as you can ask them to be within the red breed right now, to have that kind of look and presence about her front end, to have that kind of shape, but still being a big-legged, kind of durable looking one in terms of her skeleton. She's got a tremendous hip and hind leg laid into her as well. A really nice trio here. Berkshire male pig, lot 8. Crossbred gilt, lot 19. Duroc gilt there, we've got lot 41.
All right, guys, the next consigner coming in, Grossman Show Pigs out of Western Iowa. Any of you guys that live in Western Iowa, you know how many shows this guy wins each and every summer, from county fairs to showdowns to the All Iowa Showdown. He's the one who was responsible for finding and feeding and showing that champion gilt last year, the All Iowa Showdown. He brought you a really, really stout, powerful set, probably one of the best sets Grossman's hauled out to this sale maybe ever.
Tyler's on the lot 2 male pig there. His pedigree reads Culture Shock Claws, so plenty of stoutness and power within the pedigree alone. But you talk about skull and forearm and foot size, looking like just a burly, stout, durable kind of a pig, short-bodied and has the right kind of shape to his rib cage. I think that's a very impressive pig for some of the power pieces that he brings, and he's still a heads-up show barrow in terms of how he presents himself from the side. The lot 54 gilt there. Her pedigree reads Culture Shock Claws again, so that's one that I think probably looks maybe a little bit more like a breeding gilt today, just in terms of the texture of her muscle. But you want to talk about another one that's got foot size and skull shape and just a broad blade and a big rib cage. I love how that thing operates out of her hip and hind leg. A very impressive pair of them here. Male pig, lot 2. The gilt here, lot 54. Really impressive pair of pigs here in the ring, guys. I don't know what more you could ask. A very, very good pair of them. We've got lot 13 here in the ring. We've got a dog-eat-dog, claws, gilt. Another one that I think just in terms of her balance, that gilt is just incredible and how she's put together from the side. Another one that's got a great shape to her foot and forearm. You get on top of that one and she's ultra impressive. This one probably has more versatility to me to feed maybe breeding or market. She's got more punch there from behind as you study her muscle pattern. But a gilt that as you get off to the side of her, you've got to just fall in love with how she balances and puts herself together. She's got a fun color pattern to go along with it. So lot 13, crossbred gilt from Grossman. Another very, very nice one here in the ring.
For you guys that study pedigrees, Dog Eat Dog is a boar at Premium Blend Genetics out there that is arguably one of the hottest boars in the country right now. He's racking up wins all over the nation, and he is the boar that everybody is trying to use right now. All right, the Blue Barrel boar pig that Dutchie's on there is out of the same sow that the Pitson family had the barrel here that won Dallas County last year, won the Heartland Shootout, and ended up being a qualifier at the All-Iowa Showdown. Out of the very same sow. This is our home county here. That was an outstanding gilt. She won that this county fair very logically. That was a very, very good gilt.
Yeah, so we've got a pair of litter mates in the ring, unrivaled, try harder. In my travels this spring, I would say those unrivaled pigs have been really impressive just about anywhere you'll go. You can pick your color pattern. I think you're going to end up with the same quality with either one of these pigs in the ring. The belted male pig there is lot 28. The blue one there is lot 29. You know, as we talk about them as individuals, that blue one is a stout-skulled, big forearm kind of a hog. Got a great use to his hip and hind leg. I really like how that dude comes at you and goes away. Got him up in the pin just a little bit ago. I think that one just paints an awesome picture and has some extra bells and whistles about him that I think could be fun. Again, I can't ever emphasize enough what blue ones look like on green shavings. I think that's a fun-looking pig in the lot 29. The belted 28, maybe just a even sharper looking perhaps about his front 1/3. He's another one that I think is just tremendous in how he operates out of his hip and hind leg. That's a big foot and front forearm in that guy as well. Again, I don't know that you can definitively say that one of these is outright better than the other. A very nice pair of them here. Lots 28 in the belted male, lot 29 in the blue male pig. Another very good pair of them in the ring.
Next firm coming in, guys, is Full Circle Genetics, the Wolf family from down in southern Iowa. I got the opportunity to go through some of these sows here a while back, and that's one of the more impressive young sow herds you're going to find anywhere in the country. We're going to start off with a pair of crosses here. What do we got here? So what's his ear notch? He didn't put lot numbers on here. Okay, the Calico Barrow that Avery's on right now is a hardcore misconception. The mate sister brought 4,000 on their January online sale. The other one is the belted one here is a Nothing Ventured on Safety First is what these two are. I want to thank these guys for coming. These guys are really starting to put together a very, very good sow herd, and the wins are starting to multiply for these guys. They're doing a very, very good job of putting hogs together.
So the calico male pig is lot 42. The belted male pig is lot 64. That calico male pig, wild looking ahead of his blade, tall-shouldered, really good hip and hind leg in that one. He's got a little bit more length and frame to him right now, but he's got big feet and big structure underneath of him. That hog reads with muscle, especially through his pin set. I think that one's going to be a lot of fun to feed. I was really impressed by him when I got him up in the back, just in terms of how he's assembled with that kind of look and that kind of foot and feature underneath of him. The lot 64 is probably a little shorter bodied and just chubbier and rounder in his rib cage. You study that thing from behind. He's got a great big pin set laid in him, just really impressive as he drives away from you. He's another one that I think proportions very nicely from the side. So pick your poison here. Calico, lot 42. Belted one, lot 64. A very nice pair of crossbred male pigs here.
The next pair they're bringing you here, folks, we got a pure York male and a Duroc male. The Yorkshire is a told you so on a, what is it? On a Dream Big on a hit stick. The mom was a multiple-time champion York on the Iowa Swine Jackpot Series, and also champion York at the 24 Iowa State Fair 4-H show. The Duroc, folks, is going to be their leadoff. That is lot 9. Guys, study this one here. You want a red hog to go out and win early on the Jackpot Series, this is one here. The grandma of this Duroc was the Grand Breeding Gilt, champion Duroc and grand overall at the Iowa State 4-H show at the Iowa State Fair in 21. The mom of this Duroc barrel was a class winner last year at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. You talk about ones that can go out and win early, win now. Look at these, folks.
Again, the Duroc male pig would be lot number 9. The Yorkshire would be lot 43. I don't know what you're looking for purebreds, but I would really study this pair. For a purebred Yorkshire, I guess we'll just talk about him. I mean, you want to talk about feature and structure and bone and stoutness of skull. That dude is super impressive for a Yorkshire and kind of where those things are at, in my opinion, today. Not only is he stout and rugged, but he's still really bendy and flexible in his skeleton. He's got shape. He's got a great turn to his body. I really, really like that thing for a purebred Yorkshire male pig. The Duroc, you want to talk about just a wild head shape and just gigantic legs as you read him to the ground. Very impressive in terms of his hip and hind leg and how he functions and crosses the ring. But still, as you study him in terms of foot quality and things of that nature, his extra stoutness does not compromise his build. So a pair of purebreds here in the ring that I would pay attention to. Again, the red male pig there is lot number 9. The Yorkshire male pig is lot 43.
All right, guys, the next group in is going to be from Raising Cane. Obviously, you guys all know Caitlin and Zach. They're very, very big supporters of the Iowa Swine Jackpot Series. Caitlin does a lot of work behind the scenes to make that thing work. I don't know if there's anybody in the state of Iowa that does a better job raising hogs and winning these jackpot shows than this family does right here.
So we've got the Polish Chinese in the ring. We've got lots 57 and 58. Lot 57 would be the male pig over here to my left. Lot 58 would be the girl pig in the center of the ring. Pair of litter mates here. Pedigree reads code word, group effort. This breed's kind of been on the upswing just in terms of quality, and Zach and Caitlin have kind of been on the forefront of that. They've raised a few of them the past couple years that have found a lot of success and a lot of backdrops. The male pig there, lot 57, just in terms of skeletal quality, look, having some feature and stoutness of skull and actual shape of muscle. I think that pig checks a lot of boxes for this breed, and a really neat male pig in his own right. The girl pig, lot 58, which is closer to the block here, She's probably a little wider gauged in terms of her blade and her back and her hip, but she's another one that I think not only offers you some bells and whistles and some unique parts and pieces, but still looks like a lady as you get off to the side of her. A very, very high quality pair of Polands here. Again, the male pig, lot 57. The girl pig, lot 58. Caitlin's doing a wonderful job, and Zach is watching.
Hey, we got to be easy on Zach. He's management today, guys. Hey, guys, this lot 15, this is their leadoff gilt, and I want everybody to study this gilt here. This gilt was out of the reserve gilt here at Dallas County last year. We had 2 of them in this county, guys, that were special. Zach ended up having that gilt that their lot 15 was out of, ended up being reserve at Dallas County behind the Pitson gilt. Those were 2 of the best gilts that were shown in the state last year, I guarantee it. Phenomenal, phenomenal mother. I absolutely love the mother of that 15.
So in the ring now, we've got the belted gilt with the spot inner belt. The belted gilt with the spot inner belt. She's lot 15. Pedigree there reads Stay Awake, Made for More. The male pig there that Zach is driving is lot 31. His pedigree reads Kong, Snafu. That lot 15 gilt is just awfully neat in terms of her presence and her look and just how she's assembled from the side. I think that one could be ready to show really quickly, and still looks like she's got a tremendous feeding window to just keep on going through State Fair and beyond. I think that gilt does a lot of good things in the ring and still reads with maternal quality, if that's your intentions today. The lot 31 male pig there, you want to talk about a burly, stout one with a big noggin. I really like that one's presence about his front 1/3. That's a broad-bladed, big-chested kind of a male pig. That's got a big shape to his back and a round shape to his rib cage. I think a very high quality pair of crossbreds here again. The belted gilt there is lot 15. The male pig here is lot 31. Appreciate your effort, Zach, doing a nice job. In the ring now, we've got lots 32 and 33. Lots 32 and 33 are litter mates. Their pedigree reads Dog Eat Dog, 99 Problems. Again, the popular Dog Eat Dog boar, and a pair of pigs here that I think are very impressive. The 32 would be kind of the thin-striped male pig here on the pudding stick. 33 would be the Sox gilt there that Zach is driving. You want to talk about stamped in terms of quality here. I think that's a tremendous pair of pigs, not only just in terms of having a 3-dimensional look and still proportioning well from the side, but that male pig there, just in terms of the turn and shape of his body, that's hard to do, and to have that kind of utility to his hip and hind leg at the same time. The gilt's probably a little bit more extended out there through her front 1/3. Another one that's just built like a cat as you study her to the ground. Still one that reads with great shape and good presence. A really fun pair here in the ring as well. So the short-bodied burly male pig that Zach's on is lot 32. The really neat-looking gilt that Caitlin's got following her is lot 33. In the ring now, we've got lot 56, the blue gilt, and then lot 4, the male pig there. We'll start with talking about him. So lot 4 would be a, is it Know You Know or Now You Know, buckle up. I think this guy's a stud. You study that one from the side. That one's got just an incredible show barrel look about him. Big paws, big forearm, got an awesome hip and hind leg laid into him. I think that one's got some pretty unique pieces and just a really fun pig to evaluate for some of the quality things that he can put together in that kind of a package and remain comfortable. The lot 56 gilt there, her pedigree reads now you know, buckle up. Again, another one of those. I think a blue gilt that probably reads more like a traditional breeding gilt, just in terms of the texture of her muscle and just the sweep to her rib cage and the look that she has out there through the front 1/3 of her body. Really comfortable with a sweet color pattern. I really like that color of blue personally, but a very fun pair of pigs here. Again, the off-belted male pig there that Zach is driving is lot number 4. The blue blanketed gilt there is lot 56.
All right, guys, the next firm coming in is Schmallings. Ben and his wife, his family do a very, very nice job, and they are, do an outstanding job raising Berkshires. Ben just told me this one here, his mother raised, the 5th overall at Springfield last year? 5th overall barrow and 5th overall gilt. If you guys don't know what Springfield is, Springfield's the CPS National Type Conference in Springfield, Illinois, and both of those to be 5th overall in the barrow and gilt division at that show, guys, that's about as tough as it comes. There's a lot of people show their whole entire lives and never make the top 5 at a national show. Ben did that twice last summer with both a barrow and a gilt out of this one's mama.
We've got lot number 10 in the ring. Pedigree here reads Trapper, brace yourself. Studying this one back in the barn a little bit ago, for this breed, I think this one is just tremendous in terms of his head shape and head quality, and to have that kind of look out there through the front 1/3 of his body. He's got a big forearm and big feet as you study him to the ground. Really comfortable and really flexible, and still reads with an expressive type of a muscle pattern as you study him up high and going away. Within this breed right now, I would say this hog looks like he's going to be a pretty easy feed, but still has some unique pieces in terms of his front third, the size of his legs, and the comfort level that he combines. I really, really like that pig. Lot number 10 from Schmaling, a really nice Berkshire male pig here, and the lead off for them. In the ring now, we've got lots 20 and lot 45. Lot 20 would be the Berkshire gilt. Pedigree there is Better Off, Top Secret. The Berkshire male pig there, lot 45, would be another Better Off, Top Secret. That Berkshire gilt there, I tell you what, she is so impressive in terms of having that kind of proportions and that kind of look and that kind of build and skeleton underneath of her. She's got great shape of muscle and just reads like one that I think you could jackpot with every weekend, and she still looks like the right kind as a big one. I think there's a lot of good in that gilt there. Lot 20 coming across the center of the ring. Lot 45, that male pig there, he's probably got just a shade more length to him, not only about his front, but just in terms of his skeleton. I think that hog probably gets to a heavier weight, but boy, I tell you what, when he does, that thing is wide between his eyes. He's big about his forearm. He's really correct in terms of how he operates out of his hip and hind leg. And then that dude's got real muscle as you study him coming at you and going away. I think that pig's got neat presence about him, great shape, and a great look. So the Berkshire gilt is lot 20. The Berkshire male pig is lot 45.
Guys, Ben just told me the next one coming in, and one of these in this pair, lot 65 is a November born. So this one will not be eligible for state fair. So you guys shopping for state fair pigs, this is a county fair only. World Pork Expo, Springfield. That gilt right there cannot show at state fair because she is a November born.
So in the ring now, we've got lots 44 and 65. The Berkshire gilt that Ben would be on there is lot 65, the November born, like Eric mentioned. If you're trying to get out early and show at the jackpot circuit, go to the World Pork Expo there in Des Moines and get after it right away. I think that gilt's going to allow you to do that. You study a gilt that's gotten to a larger weight relative to some of them here and still reads so genuine in terms of her skeleton coming at you and going away. That's a big-footed, stout-skulled type of a gilt that's got great shape. You get that thing soft and fluffy, and I think you're going to have fun early. A really nice type of a gilt there in the lot 65. The white-tailed gilt there, lot 44. Again, that's another one. Probably a little shorter bodied and more moderate in her kind, but another one that's got a great look up front, a big pin set, and is very dimensional as you get in behind her. One that's got an awesome turn to her rib cage, and I think everything fits together really nicely. Again, that lot 44 gilt is the white-tailed one there that Ben is on. The gilt over here to my left in the corner would be lot 65. Another very nice pair of Berkshire gilts here from Ben and the family. In the ring now, we've got Evans Showstock. We've got lot 5 and lot 60. Lot 5 would be the leadoff here for the Evans crew. Set apart, buckle up on that belted one that Caleb is driving. The blue one there would be lot 60. That's a white flag OG. A really nice pair of male pigs here in the ring. That leadoff male pig is one, if you want to talk about real feature and real bone and still having a good look up front, that's a bold-bladed, big-backed one with a big pin set as well. I think that's a really fun-looking pig just in terms of some of the power pieces that he brings and still balances up really nicely from the side. The lot 60 Blue Barrow is one that's got a wild look about his head and neck, tall at the point of his shoulder, got an aggressive turn to about his loin edge, and still a really neat hip and hind leg about him. A very nice pair of male pigs here again. The wide belted one is lot number 5. The blue blanketed one would be lot 60. We've got a blue gilt in the ring here, lot 16. She is a platinum OG. The belted male pig would be lot 59. Distinctly different, honest intentions. That one's Warningsboro that wins, right? Yeah, so the belted male pig that Caleb would be on, that one's mother would have raised the grand champion market hog at South Dakota State Fair 2 years ago. That's a wild-looking kind of a barrow that's got an awesome hip and hind leg about him. Maybe a little bit greener in his shape right now, but you want to talk about future and just what that thing looks like he's going to be. That's a tremendous front 1/3 with good shape down his back and a really, really good running gear underneath. He might be one of the littler ones here today, but I'd pay attention and don't take that one off your list. Caleb left him towards the bottom of the lineup for somebody to take advantage of. Not sure why you did that, buddy, but good pig. The blue gilt there, lot 16. You want to talk about a tricked out type of a gilt there that I think looks like a Jackpot Supreme. That thing's got an awesome presence about her front 1/3, a great shape of muscle about her. That thing looks ready early. I still think you could feed that one to go either way, whether it's breeding or market down the line. But just an awesome looking, big-legged, big shape type of a blue gilt there. Again, blue pigs on green shavings is a good equation, but a very nice pig, nice pair of pigs here. Belted male pig 59, blue gilt lot 16. In the ring now, we've got lots 34 and 35. Lots 34 and 35. Lot 34 would be the thin-belted or off-belted male pig there. His pedigree is distinctly different, honest intention, so a mate there to lot 59. And then Caleb's on the 35 male pig. That's a relentless snafu. Another very neat pair of them. Caleb's on the 35 there, the white belted one, short-bodied, round-bodied. That's a really neat-looking one about his head and neck. Awesome hip and hind leg, and that guy just the same. 34, probably got a little bit more horsepower in him right now, but that's a broad-bladed, big-chested type of a hog that's got a great rib cage. I love how that thing flexes and reaches across the ring. A really neat pair of male pigs here from Evans. Again, the off-belted one that Caleb's on is lot 34. The wide-belted one there is lot 35.
Next firm coming in, folks, is Dan Harmison Yorks there out of the Cambridge, Nevada area. We sold one out of here last year, folks, that went on to be champion York, and she was reserve overall at the Iowa State Fair for the Sievers family. Dan consistently brings us white ones, guys, that feed and do well. There's not a lot of fluff on them. Kind of what you see is what you get, and I guess if you guys are buying right now, that's a good thing. The dam of these, the mother of these, raised the champion Yorkshire Barrow at Ohio in 24. It was the mother of White Lies down at Jason Foote's down in Texas. And then made the reserve lightweight York at Houston last year. You guys needing Yorkshire females, look in here.
It's a really nice pair of Yorkshire gilts here. Told you so. And then, again, White Lies dam on the bottom side here. That Sievers gilt that wins at Iowa last year, like Eric said, she come out of this sale. She looked just like these do today. I think they look pretty predictable, and I think, like Eric said, they're going to be relatively, easy to feed, no problem type of pigs, just in terms of skeletal build and the quality that they bring. Of the pair here, I think the 46 here that Jacob's on is one that's probably a little bit more immature right now, not only in terms of her shape, but also just in terms of her overall maturity. But that gilt is just incredible in terms of her skeleton, awesome in terms of her body shape. I think that gilt reads with a lot of future, especially as we get towards August. I think that's probably the right kind of feed in that regard. The 47 gilt here, man, that one packs a punch. That one's really impressive today. Got a wild look about her front 1/3. She's got a big hip and a big rib cage in her as well. If you're trying to hit the jackpot circuit and show them early and often, I would say the 47 over there is more ready to do that. But again, buy them and feed them how you like them. I think this pair is probably prepped to do exactly what they did 6 months ago at the Iowa State Fair. So closer to the camera, we've got lot 47. Jacob here's on 46. Very nice pair of Yorkshire gilts. In the ring now, we've got lot 11, and then we've got lots 66 and 67. We'll start with 11. So that pedigree is Rogue, 99 Problems. This would be the off-belted male pig here in the center of the ring. A little smaller here, maybe relative to a few that we've seen to this point. So if you've got a later end point, I read these hogs to be, somewhere between that lightweight to middleweight come State Fair, Clay County, Exarban, do with them as you see fit. But that lot 11 has got a wild look about his front 1/3. I love his shortness of body and how he uses his hip and hind leg. That off-belted male pig in lot 11 is towards the top of the lineup for a reason. The wider belted gilt there would be lot 67. Again, these would be mates, but that gilt there's another one that's broad built and three-dimensional. She's great in terms of her proportions. I really like that one's hip and hind leg. I think that 67 is pretty versatile to go breeding or market, in my opinion, just because of how broad she is. And then kind of the thin striped gilt there over towards the camera, or the half-belted one would be lot 66. maybe a little bit sharper looking, a tall-shouldered one that's got an excellent hip and hind leg in her. Certainly a little greener in terms of her muscle shape relative to her sister over here, but I think a lot of quality within the trio in the ring. So the off-belted male pig is lot 11. The off-belted gilt is lot 66. The wide-belted gilt is lot 67. We got lots 21 and 48 in the ring, so that the black gilt there, lot 21, she's a speakeasy, here I am. That gilt there, I think just in terms of her presence and profile and balance, I really like that gilt in terms of her basic build and how you study that one coming at you and going away, especially at the ground. That gilt, I think, fits everything together very nicely and really a moderate, chunky kind of a package. The male pig over there is lot 48, excuse me. Again, another speakeasy, here I am. That pig's got more punch to him, just in terms of his pin set and the dimension that he offers going away from you. Still got a really cute, neat look about his head and neck up front. I really like how dense and stout that one is. Really durable in terms of his skeleton for having that kind of muscle to him. A very fun pair of them here again that I think have a longer feeding window. So again, the black gilt there is lot 21. The belted male pig there is lot 48.
All right, folks, the last consignor we got coming in is Corey Jonke and his family, Jonke Show Pigs from up in South Dakota. Anybody here in the Midwest, especially the upper Midwest, knows who this family is. They have been doing an excellent job of putting them together, feeding and winning all over the place. Last year was Corey's first year here. We asked him to come. Corey and I have been good buddies for a little while. Corey. Guys, last year Corey brought a set down, a little bigger, a little greener. Kind of looks like some of these here. One of those barrows coming out of this sale ended up being the reserve at the All Iowa Showdown. And these hogs can absolutely feed. They get it done, and you study all the banners. This guy hangs every single summer, guys. This is what they're supposed to look like at this stage. A little greener, but they're right at the ground, and they feed. They're very, very predictable when it comes to what their endpoint needs to be.
So the pedigree on these two here, we've got All Access Nomad. So like Eric said, the Brunton barrow that did just a ton of winning last summer would be out of the same mother as these. Doug White and his family there from the Storm Lake area, they had a mate that won a couple jackpots and won his county fair. And then there was a litter mate gilt in South Dakota that she would have won the spotlight. And then she wins state fair too, right? Yeah, she wins the South Dakota State Fair Breeding Gilt Show, as well as the Summer Spotlight there in South Dakota, and Exarban. Just a tremendous litter of pigs out of this sow a year ago, and I would tell you that the way that those pigs fed and how they looked, like Eric said a year ago, these things just will flat feed. So don't miss on them. Take advantage of the opportunity here. The sow continues to prove herself. The spot belted one here closer to the block is lot 30. The wider belted one there is lot 55. I would tell you that the lot 30 today has got more back and more hip. And then that lot 55, probably just a shade greener right now, but I think almost identical in terms of their head and neck design, their foot quality, and how they're built at the ground, how they operate out of their hip and hind leg. A very, very nice pair of male pigs here. Again, the spot belted one here is lot 30. The wide belted one there, lot 55. Don't sleep on that pair.
Folks, for you guys following pedigrees, those are out of All Access at the Moyer Borsted out in Ohio. If you haven't been on the books to get All Access semen, you're not going to get it for the next couple of years, because that is a boar right now everybody in the country wants to use, and he is winning from coast to coast.
So in the ring now, we've got a blue gilt that's lot 14. And then the male pig there is lot 3. So the blue gilt, her mom would have just raised a second in class at Angelo last week. And then the belted male pig, his mom, or this pig here, would be a 3/4 sib to the boar pig that Corey and his family would have sold at the Chosen Ones out in Indiana for $47,000 to Premium Blend Genetics just a couple weeks ago. So that lot 14 gilt, again, her pedigree reads endless pleasure, not for everyone. The lot 3 male pig there would be a hang tight, say when. I mentioned it before, but I'm a firm believer in these hang tights and what they do. Corey's family raised a calico hang tight that we got to feed in South Dakota last year. That was just an absolute beast at the end, just in terms of how burly and stout and heavy structured that she continued to get all the way along, and I think that's what that hang tight deal is. This barrow here is just so impressive in terms of his proportions, his bulk, his stoutness, and still being correct in terms of his feet and legs. I really, really like this lot 3 pig here. I think that one's ready to go, and I don't think there's a lot of questions on what that thing can do. The blue gilt there, lot 14, that's a gilt that's just tremendous in terms of her look. She's hard in terms of her back shape and just dimensional there, but still one that I read just flawless in terms of her lower skeleton. I think that's a gilt that's got versatility, probably leaning more towards breeding for me at this juncture. But that's a gilt that I think just reads bulletproof in terms of her skeleton with the right kind of shape and the right kind of look. So again, the belted male pig, lot number 3, the blue gilt, lot 14. Really, really nice set of them here from Corey and the crew. Very nice pigs.
All right, folks, that concludes the preview. We're going to go ahead and eat right now. Over there is the table. You guys can go ahead and help yourselves. It's catered by Burgett Barbecue. Todd Burgett, raise your hand. You guys need any catering done, Todd's the guy to see. His brother-in-law, Jeremy Sheets, is over there. Go ahead and help yourself, guys. There's water and pop in the coolers. Anything in that Pepsi glass cooler there is free. And then we've got a tap sitting back here. Go ahead and help yourselves, guys. Get you something to eat. We are going to start the sale at exactly 6 o'clock.